Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It is nasty and rainy here, so I got my hat on. But I'm super excited to share a new thing with you guys. A couple of my friends here locally, they said, Amanda, you enjoyed some great wines, but we're going to challenge you. We want to see wines that we can drink after we put the kids to bed, just on an average day, no special occasion wine. And it kind of became fun. We came up with Twist Top Tuesday. And so I thought, let's run with this. So, when better to start than a nasty day outside than with something fun and new? And hopefully, you guys will learn something from it too. Okay, so I want to kind of dispel a little bit of that. A twist top, Amanda, that's not going to be a good wine. Guys, they make wine with corks and twist tops that are all fabulous wines. So, dating back to all the way to the 1440s back in Europe, they started putting corks in their wines, and that way they could age it and store it because it would actually expand. So that way you would put the cork in, it would expand a little bit, and that kept the wine from coming out. So, fast forward to today, there's just such a high demand on wine that they're coming up with new ways that we can bottle them. Also, look at the cost of, how much it is for you to have a cork in there, which I'm going to do a whole fun series on different little tidbits about corks versus twist tops. But anywho, so we're looking at new ways that we can preserve our wines and age our wines. So twist tops is one of the new things that we're doing. Don't think that because somebody brings you a twist top, oh, I've got a friend who does that. If it comes to the table, they're like, oh, Amanda, a twist top. Trust me, there are just as many good ones, with a cork and bad ones with a cork as there are with a twist cap. So don't let that discourage you from trying it. I want you to get out there and try wines. So here's a fun one. Okay, so this one is Iris. It is an Argentine wine. It is from Mendoza. And guys, this wine is amazing for a couple of reasons. First off, I've had it before and I loved it. And it was with Danielle, the Southern Vino. I believe, if I'm correct, it was for Malbec Day. But this is a great price point. It did score a 90 with James Suckling. So there you go. It's highly rated. Um, it's a pretty bottle. I mean, for those of you who picked that, and I know some of y'all do, and that's okay. It is your twist top. I am going to be tasting this a little bit later, and I will walk you guys through that too. But I just wanted to kind of start with this because I had already picked this up before I decided to do twist top because I enjoy it. So there's number one. Okay, so then I'm going to talk about what you can pair it with this wine. So I've got one of my girls who follows me, one of the girls that helped me come up with this idea, the dinner darling. So, girl, you're going to have to help me find a good recipe to pair with it. And we'll tag her below too so that you can follow her. So anyways, what can you pair with this? Okay, so this is the Iris. Think along the lines of like funky, creamy, just like rich cheeses. So one of my favorite things in the world is blue cheese. I just kind of want it on my burgers, on my steak, and my olives, just blue cheese. So if you're doing like a cheese pairing, this would be a great wine to pair with that. Okay, so y'all know that I'm a steak lover. So I probably would not have this with my steak. But you can do lean red meats. So you can have, what is it? Poultry. So dark meat poultry. Okay, so think along those lines when you're preparing dinner for this if you're wanting to pair it. If you're doing any kind of vegetables, think like your mushrooms, because you've got some of that like funky earth that you're getting from it. Bell peppers, onions, some of your seasonings, you're going to want to do like garlic and cumin. Cumin is a really good one for it. Rosemary. One thing that my husband has started making, and I'm pretty excited about it, is a brisket. So that's one of the things that in my research could pair very well with this wine. Barbecue sauce. So like a barbecue brisket, guys. Okay, so I've given you some ideas on cheeses, meats, vegetables, and what to season it with. So I'm gonna like do a little challenge here and see if Lindsay, the dinner darling, can come up with a good recipe that we could pair with this. Maybe we could even pop in on her cooking it with us. So think along that. I want you to understand that your twist top wines are not a bad thing. There are some good ones, but it's like that with everything. Sometimes you get a bad wine, sometimes you get a good wine. No different than with a cork. I do want to also give a shout out to Tally Grace Swimwear. So Morgan picked this up and was like, "Hey Amanda, look, I picked it up." And she was like, "I'm not sure if this is good or bad." And I told her, "I'm so excited. It's a good one. I knew she would love it." So get out there, try this one. Like I said, it is $10.99 here in Mississippi. And I know some of y'all are in different states and it may be a little less expensive for you, but $10.99 for a fun, like weekday, no high stress wine. Just drink it and enjoy it. Tag me if you try it. Tag me if you've got other twist top wines that you want me to try for next week. And if you have any questions on the wine, so I challenge you, get out there, find you something that is screw top, and let me know what you're drinking. Either way, cheers and stay tuned for the tasting.